Hi, Sadie. Just wanted to ask you, what sort of clicked in the second half for you? Was it more just feeling comfortable, or was there anything in specific, or did it all just kind of come together? What clicked for you in the second half and just really put some strong efforts together?
Mm, Honestly, nothing really. I think it was just me having time and having games under my belt, just helping me get that rhythm back.
And then just wanted to ask you on, we just had Dulcie in here, what, you saw from her and her game, because she said it was really valuable to, see you throughout the course of the year, stay resilient and push through it and finish out strong.
Yeah, as a rookie, she was a hard worker. She spent extra time before and after practice just working on her game and what she could do to help our team this year. And I think she did a really good job with that.
What's the plan this off season for you?
I'm playing overseas in Australia.
Um, as somebody who's played with her as long as anybody on the current roster, what would it mean to have Jewel sign an extension and be committed here for 2 more years?
Oh yeah, man. That's my dog for real. I was super happy. I think my heart was happy that she didn't have us waiting because obviously I wasn't gonna be bugging her. It was her decision, and I'm just really happy that I'm gonna be able to play with her. Obviously, I'm on contract through next year, so just playing alongside, one of the best players in the league is really special. But obviously, me and her are best friends and have been teammates for 6 years now. So I mean, I'm really, really excited that she'll be back with us. And I was super happy to see her sign that extension. And obviously, I'm really excited to play more games alongside her in the future.
Um, First of all, just because there's not very many of us here, I wanted to thank you for your time a couple weeks ago. I hope what I wrote helped people appreciate your role a little bit more
Thank
and
you
what
so
you've been
much.
through. But sort of expanding on that, every time I've asked Jewel about you, first of all, she calls you a point guard,
Yeah.
and I know that's a joke. But she also says that you're one of her favorite players to play with, and watching the game, it's pretty clear that there are a lot of times you set a screen, hand off the ball, and she has an open shot because of you. I'm wondering if, because you've spent so much time together, if you think you have a special understanding of each other that really helps you bring the best out of each other.
Yeah, for sure. I think we've built a pretty good chemistry between one another. Like I said, over these past 6 years that we have been teammates, spent a lot of time obviously practicing against each other, alongside each other, and just spending several hours in the gym, several years in the gym. Like I just keep repeating, but I think that time really helped our chemistry grow as teammates and just learning her game. I mean, what's there to learn? She's literally one of the best players in the league, can score from any spot on the floor. But honestly, just her passion and her loyalty is probably one of my favorite things. She's this amazing player, obviously on the court, but I get to experience her as an individual, as a person, somebody off the court. So she's very special to me personally. And like I said, I'm really, really happy that she didn't have us wait until February to resign. And we know she'll be back with us next year.
I think like everyone in Seattle is
Yeah.
kind of happy about that after last year.
Literally.
Um, and you said you're going to be playing overseas in the off season. Is there anything other than just sort of still finding your consistency after that injury that you want to work on in this off season?
No, I think that's really the biggest thing. I just want to continue to play throughout the off season. We finished, just the other day, so our off season is it's kind of long when you think about it, and I just wanted to be able to keep playing also because of the fact that I found a better rhythm in the second half of the season, and I just want to continue to improve and get better as I can in the off season.
It was Kia who earlier just said that the year that she got injured really wasn't the toughest. It was the year coming back.
Yeah.
Just how was that for you?
Yeah, it was a learning experience. I obviously had a lot of patience with myself. I wasn't in a rush to be the best player that I've ever been. And I knew coming into the season, obviously, there was going to be room for me to kind of find that rhythm and find that space again. And I think my teammates did a really good job of just uplifting me and keeping me positive throughout the whole experience. But personally, like I said, it just took me, I think, time and games because you can go through practice or even individual workouts as much as you can, but nothing really compares to the game. So just getting those games under me early, I think really helped me a lot.
and then it was also Kia who said, maybe because she's a part-time journalist, maybe she gets it, but said that that it was also important for her to like figure out to like not try to be her old self, but to figure out what the new self will like be like. Have you figured out what your new self is gonna look like?
Yeah, for sure. Like I was saying, I think in these past couple months, I know since All-Star break, I kind of started playing a lot like myself before everything that I was going through, but I honestly knew it was going to take several months to just kind of get, like I said, that flow back in me, that rhythm back in me, and just kind of get back to the grind of the WNBA schedule as well, with all the traveling and adding more games this year as well. So I think good things happen with time.
I should know your history better, but the last time you played overseas was when? Because you took some time off.
Yeah, it was like pre-COVID, like
Yeah.
a few years ago.
What are you looking forward to about it, and what are you maybe sort of dreading about that process?
Well, I'm actually going back to the same team that I was on before I stopped going overseas. So I'm excited to get back with that team again and just build chemistry with those ladies throughout the season, but also just continuing to play. Like I said, obviously it's now September, so several months before the next season, the new season, free agency, all of that. So just being able to kind of stay, I think, in a groove of, practice, weight room, all those little things that make up a season, and just be tip top when I come back to the States.
And as being a vet here who won titles, and it seems like you guys are now in the seeing who's going to come along for the ride now, and like talking to like players. What types of things would you tell them about this team and about the city and about particularly sort of joining this new sort of phase of Storm basketball?
Oh yeah, you need to tell him to talk to me, because I would tell him Seattle's amazing. Um, Obviously our team too. I know it was kind of an up and down year for us, and as a team, we obviously continued to improve and play better the second half of the season. But one thing that never wavered was our chemistry. We all supported each other and really stuck together with one another throughout the season, no matter what we were going through or what we were experiencing on the court. I think that was very important, because through seasons like that, you never know, the team can start to have problems or whatever the case may be. But our chemistry has been really good, and we all support and get along with each other very, very well.
Hi, Sadie. I know you've been talking about getting back into rhythm, feeling better as the season gone on. That was obvious watching the team. Just wondering, how close do you feel back to, the kind of groove you're in, the kind of rhythm you were in at the end of your last fully healthy season?
I'm not sure that I could say or put a mark on if I'm near, because I wouldn't compare myself to who I was going through things. I mean, you're going to change as a person year in and year out. So I'm not expecting to be something that I was before all of my stuff, but I'm just, living with this version of me and just improving every single day as a player. I think I've seen spurts this second half of the season where I played very well. Had a really good groove. So, I mean, just being more consistent, obviously.
Of course. Thanks. And the last thing I just wanted to ask, this season just started taking a bunch of step in or long catch and shoot twos. Just what was the process for you of developing that into your game, feeling comfortable taking those in rhythm, getting smooth with them in the context of full game? I know it's obviously so different than doing it in practice.
Yeah, sure. Just extending my range, I guess. Just showing that I can shoot 15 feet out or more.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Thanks.
Thank you.